Okay, and we're right back here at the Ipswich Showgrounds now. We're ready to go with preliminary final number A. I think that's how they've worked it. Preliminary final A. We've got the Bass Strait Brawlers taking on the Tweed Valley Vikings. The winner from this game will go on to play in the first semi-final tomorrow on their way to the finals game. And the loser from today will go on to play in the fifth place playoff tomorrow afternoon. So I'm Bob DeQuickley. Welcome back to the microphone, Crazy Jackal.
Thank you, guys. It is heating up a bit more, so this should be a really exciting game.
Hopefully we're about to get the scores back up on the feed for you. At the moment we've had all sorts of technical issues. Our scoring computer has failed and our projector here at the venue has failed. So all of that has combined to make sure that you haven't got all the information you need at home, but neither have we. So don't feel left out.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going on sometimes.
We've been
Even when the scores are up on the board.
we've got whiteboards. We're doing it old school here. The official temperature outside of the Ipswich Showgrounds Pigeon and Poultry Pavilion is 41.9 degrees.
Nice.
And I would hate to think what it is inside here. Even the pigeons who were up in the corner before have gone home.
Someone has constructed a little kiddie pool outside for people to jump into.
Is it full of ice?
I'm not sure.
That would be nice if it was full of ice. The Brawlers are here in this preliminary final after their victory a couple of games ago over Manawatu. And Tweed Valley Vikings have just finished their game in which they were victorious over Light City Sabres.
Yeah, so they're going to be pretty tired during this game, so hopefully they'll still be able to give it their all.
In consideration for the fast pace and the heat from today, we've reduced, or the officials, not we, I didn't do it, have reduced the length of these next games. They're going to be 15-minute halves again with a 2-minute break. But this time in the preliminary finals, we have a full 7 penalties available to the skaters.
Yes.
So whereas they were fouling out after 4 penalties earlier, they have all 7 penalties up their sleeve.
And we have 2 timeouts now as well.
Yep, team timeouts, that's right. And as they are lining up for their gear checks, the Bass Strait Brawlers are in their black and green today. And they are 1701 Captain Smirk, M0 Grease Monkey, A540 Hangman. Huge Stackman is on the track today at number 17. 42 is Thor. 34 is Dirty 5. N8 is Inspector Gadget. 11 is Sausage Rolls. Parabellum 9mm. M3 Nico. And that makes up the Bass Strait Brawlers for you today. They are benched by Crack and Slamtel.
And for the Tweed Valley Vikings, we have number 633 Synaptic Kid, 7200 Tropstar, 512 Akubra Matata, 29 G-Man, 462 Gallagher, 91 The Falcon, 58 Silent Butcher, 666 Noisy Boy, 27 Strider, 21 Jammin' Jimmy, 31 Jiggy Jigstar, and 32 Truck Stop. And they are benched by Lady McBee. So we have a Akubra Matata jamming first up for the Vikings.
Time is whistled on for this game. Sausage Rolls will be doing the jamming for the Brawlers. And the scoreboard is back up. They're just getting the scores correct at the moment and getting it set up ready for this game.
At the moment it says Tweed Valley is against Tweed Valley.
That'll be a tough game.
Yeah, or a really easy one. All right, Akubra Matata's out. He's a fast one.
He's being chased down by Sausage Rolls here at the moment. It's going to be a jammer race.
Oh, nice hit.
Sausage Rolls with his fast skating and his ability to time his hits really well just takes that jammer out on the outside. And that's a 0-all jam. Some people call it a pointless jam, but no jams are pointless.
No, especially when it's men's derby, and then it's always fun to watch.
Sweaty dude derby.
Sweaty dudes. Sweaty sausages. Synaptic Kid is jamming for Vikings. And is that Sausage Rolls on again?
It is too. 2 jams in a roll, sausage rolls.
He is keen, very, very keen. Oh, we just had a star pass, did we? Or am I? No, I'm hearing wrong. I'm hearing wrong. Ignore me.
Yeah, that's Synaptic Kid, and called off the jam. The Brawlers stick 4 on the board. So is that first points for the game? Yeah, that's 4 for the Brawlers, and Tweed Valley Vikings yet to score.
So we have Strider up for the Vikings, and number 34 for Tasmania.
Tell you what, Doc Envy's doing a great job on the Twitter feed today. Getting all our score updates and rules updates as we get them out.
Oh, that's good. That's lovely. If you can't watch the game, you can at least check out on Twitter what's happening. Ooh, he's being chased down.
I'm hearing a forearms being called in there somewhere.
Off to the Spank Alley penalty box.
That's Jam and Jimmy for the Vikings. And the 4 whistles will call off that jam. 2 more added to the Brawlers. Tweed Valley Vikings held to 0 again.
He probably should have called it off a few seconds earlier. So trucks, no, it's a Kubra Matata again, up against Sausage Rolls. So they're both on high rotation. Akubra always says that he hates jamming, but he's really good at it, so I don't know why he would hate it.
Not a fan of the jamming?
That's what he says.
That's what they all say.
I love jamming. I never say I hate it.
Just push off on the inside there, Akubra Matata. Huge Stackman and Inspector Gadget teaming up to get him off on the inside. Sausage Rolls is the lead jammer. And there's a bit of something on the track there, just under Huge Stackman there in front of the pivot line.
Maybe it's an armband or something.
So another Tweed Valley skater heading off to the penalty box. Truck stop this time, 3:02.
Ooh, and Akubra Matata's through.
Oh, Akubra Matata, a big hit on the outside.
Painful.
It's broken the glasses. I don't think he's particularly happy about that. Yeah, it was an armband. Cracks just grabbed that off the track and thrown it to the guys in the penalty box.
He doesn't look very happy, Akubra.
No, he's had his glasses broken.
So that might be him out for the rest of the game then.
That's all right. He's going to sit down and get busy. We're going to have an official timeout. So having an official timeout. There's still some debris getting picked up off the track here. Looks like another part of the pair of glasses there for Akubra Matata. Once we get back to play, Dirty 5 will be jamming against Silent Butcher. Vikings with a couple in the penalty box and Brawlers with 1 blocker in. All right, and the rolling whistle will get us back on for play as we're about to start again. Brawlers currently sitting on 20. Tweed Valley Vikings yet to score on 0. This time, Synaptic Kid just managing to hold Dirty 5 back for a moment. Just twists his way around him, though. He's always got that grin on, Dirty 5, every time he gets past.
And it's a power jam for him now, so he should be even more happy.
Okay, what have we got? What was the penalty there? I missed that one.
So Silent Butcher cut the track.
Silent Butcher off to the penalty box. Dirty 5, only the 3 to get past as one of their blockers rejoins the pack at the same time he does. And we'll see who goes in for the O this time. It's going to be Inspector Gadget coming in from the outside and Thorson from the inside. Unable to break it up enough to make it easy for Dirty Five, but around Synaptic Kid. And the Brawlers able to ice that jammer in the penalty box, so they'll get the power start for this next one for Sausage Rolls.
So the Viking jammer is standing, so Sausage Rolls only have a couple of seconds to push through.
Sausage Rolls just gives a cheeky little wave to his supporters in the audience as the whistle goes.
Oh, and some fancy backwards skating there and hopping and jumping.
Backwards skating, hop, twist around and accelerate and go. But he's in amongst the scoring now, and Silent Butcher back on the track and has completed his initial after exiting the penalty box. And I'll take those 4 points, and that'll do me, says Sausage Rolls. And for the first time this game, 17:01, Captain Smirk will be doing the jamming.
And up against Strider for the Vikings.
Have a sweaty man cuddle before the jam starts. Yeah. It's always nice. And Mod from the Spank Alley penalty box just heading across to confer with the officials in the centre of the track. And there we go. Tweed Valley Vikings have the lead for this jam. That's Strider out in front. Captain Smirk still engaged in that pack, and Strider meantime takes the 5. He'll get the jammer point for that one as well. Thank you.
Can he do it again?
I think the Brawlers are a bit more ready for him this time. They settle at the back of the pack, and they've still got 3:02. That's Truck Stop in there helping their jammer through. Dirty Five makes his way out the front. Strider's down. Enough time for Hangman to get in front, but he's called the jam off. The Tweed Valley Vikings fighting back a little bit. They'll add 9 from that one.
So we have 8 more minutes left in this half. And hopefully Tweed Valley can get some more points on the board before the half ends.
Sausage Rolls jamming for the Brawlers, and the Falcon for Tweed Valley. Spank Alley penalty box is empty, so we've got all 10 skaters on the track right now.
All of them lined up on the extreme skates jammer line.
And the Falcon's down there, tangled up at the back with Grease Monkey. Sausage Rolls is out the front, nearly a lap ahead. And takes that shoulder from G-Man on the outside, backwards off the track and calling it off as he goes.
4 points to Tasmanian Brawlers.
Jam timer running across. We're going to see a correction to the clock. You'll see that coming up on your screens very shortly. And Akubra Matata, after that big hit earlier that's broken his glasses, is back on track and jamming for the Tweed Valley Vikings. Dirty Five, number 34. And did I just see the Benchy run out and give Synaptic Kid his mouth guard to stick in before the whistle?
I think we did.
I want a mouth guard attendant.
And it'll have, Benchy sweat all over it.
That's all right. The Benchy will have synaptic saliva all over her fingers. There we go. Cooper Matata is out. He's the lead jammer. Dirty Five temporarily held up in the pack. Synaptic Kid on his way to the penalty box.
So it looks like he's shaken off that earlier hit, and the Cooper Matata's back.
I see he's skating without his glasses, though. He's given up on putting them back on.
I guess, people are just big blobs. Don't really need to see them coming.
Fortunately, the colours are contrasty enough.
Yeah, exactly. And if someone's, a blob's coming towards you, you should jump out of the way. Oh, Stack's on.
And Sausage Roll is getting some fan love on the Twitter feed at the moment, but he's going to be heading off to the Spank Alley penalty box.
Oh, and he almost takes out a ref as he does it.
He'll spend 30 seconds in there thinking about the fantastic panty cover and the armbands he's wearing.
All of which he could buy at Spank Alley. And so Sausage Rolls is out of the penalty box. Oh, did he get some points? Oh, he's chasing him down. Strider doesn't even know he's right behind him.
He's going to see whatever points he can get from this one.
Unfortunately, no points for Sausage Rolls.
And I've just found out that you guys don't have a score overlay at home. So, updated score. Brawlers are currently on 43. Tweed Valley Vikings on 11. 4.5 minutes left to go in this first period of play. As we see Sausage Rolls again doubling up on the jamming and coming back for a second jam in a row. And this time it'll be the Falcon.
The Falcon.
I feel I need to say that in a different voice. The Falcon.
The Falcon. And it worked. Oh no, that's Sausage Rolls.
Yeah, Sausage Rolls is out first. As the house announcer, Honest Dave, is just saying, he said Sausage Rolls has lead jammer quite a few times today.
Yeah, it's a bit of deja vu every jam. He must have incredible endurance. And the Falcon is through the pack. Sausage Rolls, ducks down. And he gets through again.
Sausage Rolls is the coach of one of the Tassie leagues, Devil State.
Sausage Rolls is looking a bit tired but satisfied.
Tired but satisfied. He'll go and have a cigarette.
And
he's going
back.
on for another... He won't have a cigarette. I didn't mean that.
He is back. He must be exhausted.
The Brawlers with two of their blockers in the penalty box, 35 and Captain Smirk sitting there. So it's just Hangman and Thor sitting at the front there trying to contain that jammer, which they do. Just with the two of them.
Through. And we have Akuba Matata, who's got through the pack. So Jam and Jimmy's been sent off to the Spank Alley penalty box.
I looked away for just a second. I thought Sausage Rolls was getting a penalty then, but no. So after that one...
Who would jam if he got a penalty?
That's right. The Brawlers are up to 56 now. Tweed Valley still on 11. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this first period.
Synaptic Kid trying to sneak through the inside. Oh, that looks painful. Someone's mouth guard has fallen out.
Was it a mouth guard? It was a mouth guard, and someone's going to get pinged for a uniform violation very soon.
Yeah, if they notice.
If they find out who it is. Now I'm disturbingly looking at everybody's mouths as they come past.
Everyone smile.
I'm wondering if it might be Hangman
We'll have to
currently
look
jamming
at
for the
who's
Brawlers.
suspiciously keeping their mouth closed the whole time.
I don't think I would like to be hit hard enough to knock my mouth guard out.
No. And he will eventually get found out.
Hangman going way back now. And huge Stackman just getting a hit from Gallagher on his way back. It looks like a bit of a sore one. Synaptic Kid just having to come back behind. Grease Monkey now braces for a hit from G-Man. It doesn't come. Nico for the Brawlers heading across to the penalty box. He'll sit there for half a minute. Synaptic Kid putting 4 points on the board for the Vikings. Quickly matched by 4 from Hangman.
I feel like this jam has been going on for a very long time. There we go. Now the mouthguard mystery, will it be solved?
Someone's going to have to own up and go up to the refs and say, "Can I have my mouthguard, please?" Synaptic Kid.
Oh, was it a whistle, not a mouthguard?
That is half time there on the board now, folks. 69 for the Brawlers, 15 for the Tweed Valley Vikings. I know everybody watching roller derby appreciates this good 69 scoreline.
It makes me giggle.
There's plenty of heckling from the sidelines here. But this is the Extreme Skates track here at the Ipswich Showgrounds. We're in preliminary final A of the very first ever Australian Men's Roller Derby Nationals. We're watching Bass Strait Brawlers take on the Tweed Valley Vikings. Brawlers currently have the lead in the game in what has been a game of big hits so far. It's probably not surprising given the fact that the Vikings have just finished their previous game, so they're backing up with a second game in a row. And thankfully we have things like halftime breaks, which means that we can fix our technology, and hopefully we've got the scores and the timing back on your screens for you now.
So 2 minutes 30 left for halftime, and then we're back on track. So the Brawlers are on 69, Giggle Giggle, and Tweed Valley on 15. So penalty-wise, there's not much happening. Synaptic Kid, G-Man, Jam and Jimmy all have 2, and there's a couple that just have 1. And for the Bay City Brawlers, there's only a couple that have 1. So we're doing really well for penalties, and they've got 7 now. So they should be gone all out.
I know. I was just having a look. Huge Stackman for the Brawlers fouled out in the last game, but he hasn't visited the Spank Alley penalty box yet this time.
He's obviously not taking enough risks.
All right, we're just hearing that one of the skaters from our visiting team, Manawatu, has headed off to hospital this afternoon with some heat stroke.
Oh no!
So it is hot here in the Chook Shed, folks.
I think I may have seen him outside with the ambulance.
Yeah, 42 outside and hot and sweaty here inside the Chook Shed. I always thought they were just being a bit funny when they were calling it the Chook Shed. Then when I got here and saw that it was the Pigeon and Poultry Pavilion, it all fell into place.
And if you go downstairs to the locker rooms, there are actually, cages to put birds into. Do you know if they still do events here?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, when the show's on, this is where the poultry can be found.
We still got our friends, the pigeons, sitting up in the rafters.
Haven't seen them for a little while. I thought they might have bugged out for the heat. Oh no.
I think I see one. It could just be a blob. Dark patch, maybe.
Could be a speck on your glasses. Could be anything.
Could be. Even just seeing things, it's the heat.
Just look through the heat shimmer. Vikings forever is the chant as we get ready to get back into play for preliminary final A of the second half. Tweed Valley Vikings versus the Bass Strait Brawlers. I'm pretty sure you can't hear much of it at home, but right now there's some Run DMC on the in-house speakers.
So
Synaptic Kid and 35 just swapping some sweat before we get underway.
A little bit of a cuddle.
All right, you've got the scores back on your screens. 69, the Brawlers leading Tweed Valley Vikings. 15, the winner of this game goes through to the semi-final tomorrow. The loser will go to playoff for 5th place tomorrow afternoon. And straight up we're hit with 4 whistles. Looks like...
So the winner from this game will play at 8 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be a nice early start for them. And the loser will play at 12:40 p.m. tomorrow for a 5th place playoff.
So G-Man from the Vikings just forgetting to head back to the penalty box. Put the G in dodgy, Honest Dave says on the in-house speakers.
All right, we're back.
Straight away, Synaptic Kid being headed to the outside with Captain Smirk and Thorsum. 35 is the lead jammer for the Brawlers.
And Synaptic Kid's trying to power through, catch up a bit. The Vikings are looking really tired. So Sausage Rolls is jamming again, up against Akubra Matata. Akubra Matata dancing around on his tiptoes.
And Grease Monkey just going down in the pack. Sausage Rolls is out to be lead jammer.
Oh,
Akuna Matata's... Oh, I thought he was going to end up in the crowd then.
I was going to say, is Sausage Rolls lead jammer? That's strange.
Akuna Matata just...
Matata almost through.
The Brawlers working a little bit better so far at waterfalling back around in front of the jammers. Just a little bit of catching up to do, but they do so. 5 more points added for the Bass Strait Brawlers. And I don't think he's seen it yet, but it will now be a power jam.
So Akira Matata has been sent off for a cut. He'll get a nice little rest in the Spangali penalty box.
You can see number 58 over here, which is Silent Butcher, just being goated at the back by the Brawlers' defence. Just preventing them from reforming a solid defence. And the goating continues. Who's that taking him back? That's Huge Stackman taking him back there at the moment.
And Sausage Rolls making it look easy again.
And that is the jam. 5 more. It's a 20-point jam for the Brawlers. Sausage Rolls. I don't know, has he done more than half of the jamming for the Brawlers this game? Looks like it.
Yeah, I think so. He seems to be on at least every second jam.
I'm not tracking the stats though, there's whole other people for that.
Yeah, that's not our job. We just have to talk.
Dirty 5 back behind the line for the Brawlers, and Strider, number 27 for the Vikings.
And Strider's through the pack.
Strider is through, and the Vikings cheer squad down the back there making some noise about it. They like that.
Maybe a bit of jammer on jammer action.
G'day to you if you live on the Gold Coast or the Tweed Valley and haven't made it up here to watch today and you're watching from home. You can get on the Twitter feed, hashtag AMRD Nationals or hashtag Talk to AMRD.
Sausage Rolls, jamming again. Up on the Extreme Skates jammer line with the Falcon.
You know, I've only just noticed that it's the Falcon and not the Falcon.
Yes, the Falcon. Sausage Rolls is through again. He's lead jammer. What a surprise.
Sticky O'Hagan asks on the Twitter feed, how hard do you have to be hit to have your mouth guard knocked out? I was wondering that myself just a little while ago.
I guess if you were hit to the gut and you expelled really fast. Let's try it at home. See what happens. Sausage Rolls is out again. 5-point pass. And we have the Falcon sent to the Spank Alley penalty box.
Grease Monkey just getting amongst that wall, making a hole for Sausage Rolls to duck through. And duck through he does, getting down low.
Another 5-point pass.
I'd like to see some of these skaters do a high-speed roller limbo.
That would be really fun. It would add an extra dimension to the game, I think. Something to duck under. Ooh.
The wall pretty much stationary as Sausage Rolls gets back up to it. Is that Noisy Boy?
I think it was. He's struggling to get back up, but he's up. So both jammers back on track.
Look at that.
And Sausage Rolls is out again.
Throws the dummy, gets back across the inside, feints again, and back across to the outside.
The Falcon is off to the Spank Alley penalty box again.
And see Crack, the benchy for the Brawlers over there, milking the giant invisible cow. That's how they signal the power jam.
Oh, that was brilliant footwork by Sausage Rolls to not fall over that fallen skater.
Straddling over the top of Gallagher. And I'm just looking at the scoreboard. That was a 39-point jam.
39 points from Sausage Rolls. That's amazing.
That's 131. The Brawlers leading Tweed Valley on 15.
We have a timeout for the Vikings.
It's a
Sausage Rolls is pretty happy about that timeout.
I'm just trying to find out from the scores. Yeah, that's ticked over. That's a 40-point jam.
Pretty impressive for just one person.
So Extreme Skates, the major sponsor of this tournament this weekend. We're skating on the Extreme Skates track. They're an awesome store. They can get all your skating gear, not just for roller derby, but skateboards, longboards, skate shoes, inline skates, and protective gear. Sales and service. Heaps of fashion gear as well. Jeans, shorts, shoes, T-shirts, socks, hats, belts, button-up shirts, and jackets. And free shipping Australia-wide on purchases over $20. They're the major sponsors of the 2014 AMRD Nationals, as well as the Australian men's team, the Wizards of Oz. Extremeskates.com.au.
Yeah, they're a great store to go into. So Frank is there. Say hi to her. She's a lovely, lovely person.
She's going to wonder who all of these people are coming in and getting hugs. Just tell her that Jacko sent you.
Yeah,
Jackal.
Jackal. And we're still having a timeout.
We've moved into an official timeout now, and I'm seeing one of the first aid staff just head around here.
Nope, she's been sent out, and
That's Noisy Boy, who's just going to head off from the penalty box for some treatment.
he did have a pretty big hit in the previous jam, and it looked like he was struggling to get up a bit.
Yeah, it looks like he may have some blood coming from his face there somewhere.
All right, Dirty 5, Power Jam. And he's through.
The Vikings jammer still sitting in the penalty box, so no, he's released now. Nope. Looking at the wrong skater. Here comes the Falcon back onto the track. Just as Dirty 5 makes his entry to the pack for his scoring pass. And that was just a good nudge on the outside from Kubra Matata.
The Falcon sent off for another cut. And Tropstar is also sent off into the
Frella
Spank Alley
Fontaine just
box.
giving a shout out to Sausage Rolls for that 3 jams in a row in your third game when it's 40 degrees. That was a few jams ago. Dirty 5 coming back through. Thor getting amongst the Vikings blockers there. And we're going to see a low block called there on Jam and Jimmy for that one.
So only 2 blockers now on track for the Vikings.
And their
But one is
jammer just coming
standing.
back through now. The Falcon just going back behind. Hangman there being cycled back. Thorson joining him at the back of the pack. 5 more for Dirty 5. And the Falcon's come back on and he's cut the track again. He'll be starting to get really frustrated. And the Brawlers will be watching for him to come back on and try and force another penalty on him again. It'd be nice to see Dirty 5 just
I was a
getting
little bit
through
afraid that they
there.
were going to crash into us.
Dirty 5 just looked like he may have copped a forearm to the face on the way through the pack that time. But
So we have a
that
team
jam has
timeout.
finished. Yeah, team timeout to the Brawlers. Doc Envy has given out a shout out to all the officials and support staff of this tournament. I agree. Look at them all, everybody in black and white and black, and all of the BCR guys who are here manning the bar and the barbecue and the stalls and everything, and all of the people joining forces to make this tournament happen.
And even yesterday, I saw some pictures of them cleaning the track. That would have taken quite a while.
Yeah,
So
they were on
thank
their
you
hands
to
and knees
BCR.
scrubbing this floor with sugar soap on Thursday night, I think it was.
Oh.
Don't forget that AMRD are proud to be supporting Movember, helping to raise money and awareness for men's health. Share your Mo on social media with the hashtag AMRD Nationals. You can join the AMRD Movember team and donate some money. There's also a raffle with over $100 worth of cool roller derby prizes.
So we have a power jam for the Brawlers.
That's huge. Stackman wearing the star for the Brawlers.
And he
And-
is through. And a low block for Synaptic Kid.
Yeah, may have just gone out of play at the time that he instigated that block. So huge Stackman coming through for his scoring pass now. He is the lead jammer for the Brawlers.
And the Falcons coming up behind.
And he found a beautiful... And it looks like he's being sent to the Spank Alley penalty box for using his forearms on that pass on the inside. So the Falcon is back on the track now. So it'll be a full 30-second penalty for Huge. Dirty Five's going to join him. And just waiting to see what's happening here. Somebody's...
And he's Sent off once again.
And
it's time
he's
for a forearms.
being followed by Sausage Rolls for cutting.
Sausage, who is going to jam if you're in the penalty box?
So Huge Stackman released from the penalty box now. He's back in amongst it for a scoring pass. Synaptic Kid getting him on the outside. A big block in turn 3. And this slippery floor not grabbing onto the toe stops as well as some of these skaters are used to. There we go, around the outside. Skating backwards. It's going to be, surely that'll be a 5. Waiting for the jammer ref to indicate. 5 is indicated. The Falcon rejoining now.
So let's take a poll. How long until the next penalty by the Falcon? So he's either on 4 or 5 penalties. I think he's going for the 7.
I feel bad for the Falcon. He's had a few in a row. Huge Stackman must have thought he had scored more points than he did then. He was trying to communicate with the jammer ref. I'm not particularly sure that that's something he should do.
No.
Captain Smirk jamming for the Brawlers around the outside. Thor just opening up a tiny hole for him to get through. Silent Butcher just being yielded back behind Thorsome towards the pivot line.
Captain Smirk pirouetting through the pack.
No pack is called. Captain Smirk takes advantage of that and just stands back up again. Synaptic Kid as the pivot for the Vikings will be heading to the penalty box for failing to reform the pack. And a big shoulder from Grease Monkey there, taking down the Vikings blocker in the middle of the pack. He'll be heading off to the penalty box for that one. Meanwhile, there's too much going on. Where have all the jammers gone? Captain Smirk.
There are not many people on the track anymore.
Spank Alley penalty box full of skaters at the moment. 2 from the Vikings and 1 blocker from the Brawlers sitting in there. 5 more added for Captain Smirk right there.
So Tweed Valley haven't scored in a while. They're still sitting on 15.
And we're having an official timeout call. Jam Timer doing the shoulder tapping dance. So as it stands at the moment, if the Brawlers continue in this form, and
3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go, it looks like we may be seeing Brawlers v Scartel first thing in the morning at 8 o'clock.
That's
going to be harsh.
Good game. Yeah. So I believe the Scartel played at 8 a.m. this morning as well, didn't they?
They did. They were first up this morning. It looks like they're going to be first up tomorrow morning. So
Getting it out of the way nice and early.
So the winner between the Scartel and the Brawlers tomorrow will go straight through to the grand final. The loser will go straight through to the bronze medal match.
And so the grand final is on tomorrow at 4 p.m. and it will be streamed. Watch it where you're watching it right now.
So we're still in an official timeout right now.
But look who's jamming.
Sausage Rolls. Jamming for the Bass Strait Brawlers and for the Tweed Valley Vikings, number 27, Strider.
I wonder if Strider got his name from Lord of the Rings.
I hope so.
Same. I really did like him.
And we're a 3-on-2 pack playing Derby Light. And Sausage Rolls not willing to yield a spot to Strider. Somebody's going to the penalty box for a direction of play then. Not sure if Huge Stackman saw that he was still within the no return area of the penalty box then. He's gone around the long way though.
And Sausage Rolls has called it.
Sausage Rolls just getting the call from Crack to call that one off. Just 2.5 minutes left to go in this game.
So we have Thorsome jamming for the Brawlers. Up against Akubra Matata. And Thorson is through. Akubra Matata has just got through as well.
The big man wearing the star. I think that's the first time we've seen him jam this game.
Yeah, I think so as well. He is
Thorson.
definitely Thorson.
It's going to be four and quit it for Thorson. Just seeing a tweet here. Looks like an international tweet. Sticky beats you with goal for next year. Go Ref Derby in Australia. You can get your message out. Hashtag AMRD Nationals. Get it on Twitter, get it on Facebook, get it on Instagram. Tag everything with that.
We could always do hashtag Sausage Rolls is jamming. Or hashtag Sausage Rolls is lead jammer. I think they would trend.
Grand Slam sausage rolls. Just pushed off on the inside. He's quickly to his feet again. Synaptic Kid battling away at the front there. Sausage Rolls is lead jammer for Brawlers.
Hashtag Sausage Rolls lead jammer.
I don't think he was expecting that himself.
I was expecting it though.
Grease Monkey heading off to the penalty box. The Falcon nearly ending up in my lap. Fortunately, my cat-like reflexes got me out of the way, and he stopped in time. Right now, we're going to see Hangman having a jam. A540 for the Bass Strait Brawlers. Number 27, Strider for the Tweed Valley Vikings.
And so this will be our last jam. The clock is now at 26 seconds.
It could be a 5-second jam. They might call it off now.
Maybe.
But
you
no.
need 30 seconds on the clock to call a jam.
Strider's on the floor over near the exit door. Hangman still engaged with this wall. Hangman is your lead jammer for the Brawlers. Being signalled from the bench just to keep it going. Thorson's on his way around the outside lane to the penalty box. And Strider's through the pack, but he's on his stomach, supermaning along the floor with enough time for Captain Smirk and Dirty Five to get back in front of him. Tropstar just giving Hangman some grief in the pack there.
And Hangman is through the pack. 5-point pass. And Hangman is through once more. 5-point pass. He's looking pretty happy.
Doc Envy sent us a hashtag. Sausage is lead jammer. Hashtag again. Pack comes to a standstill. Just the two Vikings blockers in the front there, Silent Butcher and Tropstar, trying to prevent Hangman from getting around. They just knock him off on the outside of turn 3. They're going to take him all the way back down the straight. Strider gets some points out of that one. 4 points for Strider. Dirty Five.
Hangman through once again for
Doing
a
the O.
4-point pass this time.
And the Falcon just rejoining the track. It looks like he was sitting off the edge of the track there. Just, I'm not quite sure what he was doing, but the first aid attendants were having a chat with him. And that is the jam now. Hugs all round, and that is going to be a victory to the Bass Strait Brawlers. We'll just wait for the scores to be official. Tweed Valley just adding a couple. But the scoreline, you'll see it on your screen, 210 to the Brawlers, 23 to the Tweed Valley Vikings. So your Tweed Valley Vikings today were Synaptic Kid, Tropstar, Akubra Matata, G-Man, Gallagher, The Falcon, Silent Butcher, Noisy Boy, Strider, Jam and Jimmy, Jiggy Jigstar, was he even there? I don't know, and Truck Stop.
And for Tasmania's Bass Strait Brawlers, the winners today, we have Captain Smirk, Grease Monkey, Hangman, Huge Stackman, Thor, Dirty Five, Inspector Gadget, Sausage Rolls, Nahiko, and that is all.
So a big thank you to all those teams, and thank you to everybody for listening. If you're listening in Tassie, the Brawlers will be taking on the Scartel first thing tomorrow morning. That's 8 a.m. here, 9 o'clock for you guys. The rest of the world, work it out for yourselves. You can do the math. But that will be semi-final number 1, 8 o'clock right here tomorrow. So I've been Bob DeQuickley.
And I am Crazy Jackal. Thank you for listening to us.
And we'll be back with you on the Extreme Skates track right here in Ipswich at the AMRD Nationals for the next game very shortly.